I'm honestly ashamed. So it's time to turn this to this. Hey y'all, my name is Kanisha and I'm a first-time homeowner who is transforming my first home one DIY project at a time. Once this space was cleared, next up was removing the wire racks. But that means I have to go in and fill all of these holes with spackle. I hate this part of the process, but I love the fact that this spackle goes on pink and dries white, so you know exactly when it's time to move on to your next step, which for me is sanding and painting. I know DIY can seem overwhelming, but that's why I love quick projects like this that can be done in just one weekend. Now that this space has been prepped, it's finally time to start building my shelves. I started off by cutting 3 supports for each shelf, 2 for the sides and 1 for the back wall. Now here's where the problem came in. The side walls didn't have any studs, and drywall alone isn't strong enough to hold these shelves up. So the solution to that problem is adding drywall anchors. So I pre-drill holes into my support so I know exactly where to put in my drywall anchors. I personally like the type of drywall anchors that you can screw into the wall because you know that they're securely in place and they will also make a popping noise once the screw is all the way in. So I don't have to second guess myself. Now I should have gotten this plywood cut down while I was at Lowe's, but you know all of my projects have a slight hint of delusion. So I decided to cut down the plywood myself, which was absolutely miserable because of course this space was not square. But once the hardest part of the project was over, all I had to do was brad nail on the face of the shelves, fill those nail holes, sand, and then stain. Now hear me out. I know a lot of people don't get into DIY because it can be very time consuming, but I was able to get this project done in just 3 days. So be sure to hit that follow button because it's time to start keeping up with KJ.